Hey, what's going on guys? Derrik here, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a video that is long overdue and a request that I've actually had for quite some time now. The song is called Gorgeous by Taylor Swift, but it's the acoustic live version that she posted on YouTube. I just did a video on my Patreon of her making of documentary, or like the making of series of the Reputation album. And this song was on there, and it kind of showed a behind the scenes look as to how she made the song and wrote it and all of the production that went behind it. So I thought that was a really cool video. It was like 40 some minutes long, and it was just cool to see her in the studio and see her genius at work. But I've had this request for a while to try and do a guitar tutorial for it, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna try and show you guys how to play this like she does in this video. So without further ado, let's jump into the song. This is called Gorgeous by Taylor Swift.
Anyway, this is called Gorgeous.
It's that Black Gibson. It's a pretty guitar.
You should take it as a compliment that I got drunk and made fun of the way you talk. You should think about the consequences of your magnetic field being a little too strong. And I got a boyfriend, he's older than us. He's in the club doing I don't know what. You're so cool, it makes me hate you so much.
Okay, so verse 1. This is really cool for me to watch now, having seen that documentary, because some of these lines, she's sitting down at a piano and just trying to brainstorm ideas, and you can see the wheels spinning, and it's funny to finally see the full product in a video like this, having seen the process of writing it. So what I can tell based on this video so far, if you want to play it like her, your guitar will have to be in standard tuning, capo on the 4th fret. And she's playing the song in the key of B. Capoed on the 4th fret, you're going to use key of G chord shapes. And for the first verse, the chords she used were a G major, an E minor 7, a C add 9, and a D sus4. And if I go back here, let me kind of listen to this strumming pattern again.
Magnetic field being a little too strong.
I love that increase in lyrical cadence too in the second half of the verse. Lyrically there's a lot of good stuff going on. I know this isn't a songwriting video, but just like some of the rhyming that she does here. She rhymes compliment and consequence, way you talk, a little too strong. So you kind of have like an A-B there, but then in the second half, got a boyfriend older than us, he's in the club doing I don't know what. So AA, you're so cool, it makes me hate you so much. So all those last three lines rhyme. And then in the pre-chorus, which she hasn't done yet, whiskey on ice, sunset and vine, so nice internal rhyme there. You ruined my life by not being mine. So both of those pre-chorus lines rhyme as well. So again, you could tell based on that video, she knows exactly what she's doing, and it's very intentional. For the strumming pattern, sorry for the little songwriting rant. For the strumming pattern, what I would probably do to try and be as close as possible to her in this video so far is I would do something that's gonna sound like this. So there's a lot of muted strumming here, which Taylor is known for. She does this in a lot of her songs, and she's using it a lot here too. So basically what you want to do is you're going to go down, up, and then you're going to mute twice. So it's like a down, up on the mute. And I'm actually not even really muting with my palm. She does that as well. You can do that, but if you want to just play it more open, you would just mute with your left hand on those chords. And then you go to the E minor. And you don't really mute on this, you could. So I'm going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Or if you wanted to mute it, you'd go down, up, mute, down, up, down, up, down, up, C, down, 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 up, D, down, down, up, G. So really slow all together, it's gonna sound like this. And sometimes on that D, she'll pull off, I think, and hammer on. So again, all together, more full speed, it'll sound like this. So that's kind of like how she's playing the verse, I think, and then you're into the pre-chorus and chorus now. E minor, C, D. So, this is such a good song. For the pre-chorus, the chords changed a little bit, so she went whiskey on ice, E minor to C, E minor to C, and then ends on the D. I want to go back and look at those chords for the pre-chorus. C, E minor. Yeah, so for the pre-chorus she goes C, whiskey on ice, to E minor, sunset and vine, back to C, you ruined my life by not being mine. And then she does those down strums on the D and then goes into the chorus, which actually sounds, the chorus sounds pretty similar to the verse, just a little more energy and tempo and aggressive mutes. So the chorus is pretty much the same, except I think she maybe uses a little less muting in the chorus. So it, you know, it kind of goes like. So something like that. It's pretty much the same thing, except I'm not doing as much muting. And actually, I think she also sometimes walks down to that E minor. So G, second fret on the 6th string, so like an F sharp over D, to E minor, C, to D. So that's what it sounds like, kind of slowed down, and now you are into the second verse. So more muted here. You should think about the consequence of you touching my hand in the dark and room. This is just a testament to her. I mentioned this in that video again, the making of series video, that the true test of a song is just being able to play it to a crowd of people with a piano or a guitar. And this video proves that 100%. I actually like this video in this rendition, I think, more than the studio recorded version. I mean, she's crushing this.
Yeah, you got a girlfriend, I'm jealous of her.
So muted.
But if you're single, that's honestly worse. Cause you're so gorgeous, it actually hurts.
Then opens it up on the C. C, E minor, C, D. Same thing here. C.
Make me so happy, it turns back to sad. There's nothing I hate more than what I can't have. You are so gorgeous, it makes me so mad.
bridge.
You make me so happy, it turns back to sad. There's nothing I hate more than what I can't have. Guess I'll just stumble on home to my class. Alone, unless you wanna come along. You're so gorgeous.
The crowd is so into this too. Man, I miss concerts so much. I need to go to one now that everything's somewhat back to normal. But so for that bridge, chords are C, E minor, and D. So if you go back here,
So happy, it turns back to sad. There's nothing I hate more than what I can't have. Guess I'll just stumble on home
E
to
minor,
my class.
D. And I think the strumming progression or the strumming pattern is something like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. And then she stays on the D before going into the chorus again, just like the verses.
Unless you wanna come along. You're so gorgeous. I can't see anything through your face. Just look at your face. And I'm so furious at you for making me feel this way.
Her vocals sound so good.
What can I say? You're gorgeous. Make me so happy, it turns back to sad. There's nothing I hate more than what I can't have. You are so gorgeous, it makes me so mad. Make me so happy, it turns back to sad. There's nothing I hate more than what I can't have. You are so gorgeous, it makes me so mad. You're gorgeous.
I mean, again, like what all she needs is a guitar and her voice, and she can entertain a stadium full of people. And there are just so few people in my mind that can do that to the level that she does like that these days. I mean, it's amazing. And I think that song is so good acoustically too. Her vocals sounded so bright, on pitch, just perfect in that performance. And the feedback of the crowd kind of, led to a high energy performance too. So I just, that was cool. So again, to kind of really quickly recap, guys, capo 4th fret, key of G chord shapes. You have a G chord, E minor, C, and D. So those are the 4 chords for the entire song. That was actually the progression too. And then the strumming pattern that I would use for most of the song. It's really tough, watching that. Taylor is always very nuanced in her playing, so she's doing these little things. And I try and pick them up and show you guys when I can, but it would be impossible to break down like every little detail. So I'm gonna try and get you as close as possible. The main strumming pattern that I would use was that muted one. So it sounds something like... down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. And the key here is all in the mutes, so it's... Sometimes she mutes there. So that's the strumming pattern that I would use for most of the song. And then you have the bridge parts and the pre-chorus parts, which are usually C, E minor, C to D for the pre-choruses. And then for the bridge, you had C, E minor to D. And then back to G for the chorus. So I hope that was helpful. I know that's a lot. If you have any questions or any trouble, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will do my best to help. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.